Okay, let's see if this will show up now. I had to go find a piece of my white, we used to call it fun foam. I think they call it craft foam now because my black piece, nothing was showing up. So, this is an assortment of some of the sizes of ball tips. Of course, this one has even the smaller one there, that I use to manipulate the flowers. And depending on what size the die cut or the punch shape or the die cut piece is, determines what size ball tip I use when it comes to actually shaping it. And like on this particular piece here, I just kind of work the ball around each one of those petals, because this was actually a flower, but I am going to use it as the foliage or leaves behind a flower. I'll show you that in a minute. Like this would be the front side of this one. So I start it by flipping it over to the back side, and around each petal I'm going to go back and I give the center a really good rounding so that it makes a cupped up pretty flower just like it is. But I then go back, turn it over and press into that center, and then there's my little foliage piece. And this is going to be the flower in one of the pieces. So I'll use the largest tip on this little dual tipped piece and get it all rounded. Then when we flip it over, I'm actually going to use the smaller tip though to press that center so that it draws that in just a little bit tighter. Then that piece is actually going to sit inside of that, and that's what will make the flower in that particular shape. In this little greenery piece here, this little flower that I've already done the same technique on will sit in it, and here the blue one will sit in that, and this particular piece, this little circle piece that I did earlier, well, when it has glue on it, it stays in there. It will sit down inside that. I promise it does, y'all. And then this is the smaller little circle piece, and it could be added just to create another layering of center to this particular flower. So there's lots of variety that you can do with the different pieces. And still one of my favorite flowers is just taking a punched circle shape and doing nothing but that to it. And then that becomes a little flower all on its own. And it could be used on one of these little stems and create little faux rose-looking flowers. And the only difference in this and the ones I did the other day for the faux hollyhocks is when I painted these, I went back and I added a dot of black in the center just to make the center look darker. But you could even use that by doing a little 1/8 inch black cardstock piece and add it to it. And there's your little faux flowers from that.